guys, today I wanted to do for you a what's in my bag video because I have been carrying this purse for 6 to 9 months now, quite a while for me. I used to switch them out all the time, but I've just been really in love with this purse and I'm thinking about switching out for the fall. I'm doing some casual online window shopping. I haven't pulled the plug on anything, I haven't pulled the trigger on anything yet, but I'm thinking about replacing it. So while I am happy in this one, I wanted to show you what's in it. Well, first of all, this purse itself is Dooney and Bourke, which I have inherited several Dooney and Bourkes from my mother-in-law who has too many purses, and thank God for that because I keep getting these gorgeous hand-me-downs and I love them all. I don't know what the name of this is, but I also know it's quite old, so I'm sure you can't find this exact one. But I do have several Dooney bags, and I love them all. They're all beautiful quality leather, but not super crazy expensive, and they all hold up really well. Like I said, I've been carrying this every day for at least 6 months. I really think it's been longer than that. I'm not sure exactly when I moved into this one. And it has not started fraying at all on the handles, and I stuffed this thing pretty full. So I have a big thumbs up for Dooney bags. If you are looking for something that's not designer label, not necessarily quality, I think it is that quality, but not that price, because you're paying a lot for the name Kate Spade printed on the outside. Not that I don't love Kate Spade bags, not that I wouldn't carry a Kate Spade bag. Oh my god, I would carry a Kate Spade bag. They're all so beautiful, but I think that the Dooney bags are just as beautiful. So first of all, on the outside, I have a scarf tied through these handles because in weather where you have multiple climates, it's really hard to go inside and outside. So all summer, it's going to be 100 degrees outside, but then as soon as you go inside, everyone has it set to 70. Need a scarf. In the winter, you go outside and it's freaking freezing, but you go inside and it's super hot, so you don't necessarily want to wear a big sweater. Put on a scarf when you go outside. So it's a really handy thing to have, and that way I just always have one with me. I don't have to remember to grab it on my way out. So scarf is a must-have for me. Let's see, I have a receipt for groceries. That's exciting. This is the little zipper bag on the side. I have a couple York peppermint patties because emergency chocolate. I have a sticker that says this is 100% genuine leather. I have a couple poop bags from a dog because half the time I forget to bring them when we go downtown. It's really bad. So I just put some in my purse. I'm always safe this way. I have a lightning cord for my phone, but not the charger. But if I'm at work or something, there's always someone else who has a charger, or I can just plug it into a computer, so this keeps me safe. And I have headphones. These are cheapy crap headphones. They're Panasonic. I got them for Christmas in a stocking a couple years ago. They're what's living in my purse right now. I don't know. I have my iPad 2. This is a super old iPad. I think I got it it was either my junior or senior year of college, so like 2010-ish. It's getting pretty old, but I use it all the time. I've been reading a lot on it, but I've only been reading my Spanish books on it. So currently I'm reading Aztecas. And it's great because it has a Spanish to English dictionary in it, so you can just highlight the words and it'll tell you what's going on, instead of reading a real book or on a Kindle where you have to have your phone handy to search for everything the whole time. So I've been reading that on here, and then I use this a lot to teach piano, like so much. Every single lesson I have this out, so it's always in my purse. I have this glorious thing, which I recently bought this on Etsy from the Honor Roll. I will link her shop below. She was great. She worked with me and did customize this just a little bit for me. I bought these little things from Michael's for like $2. This is the Platinum Preppy fountain pen, which is really super cheap if you're interested in trying fountain pens. It's my first one. I really love it. So that's in my little pen loop. And the other pen here I have is the Uniball Jetstream in the small size, the .38, because I love tiny little pens. I don't like big pens. And I have this one because it's black, blue, and red. And when I am writing down Spanish vocabulary, I'll do it in Spanish in the red and then in English in the blue. So it's easy for me later when I'm flipping through to make sense of what I'm looking at. Inside this is basically my wallet and my planner all in one. So over here in this big pocket, I have my Kindle, which is the second generation Paperwhite, I think. I freaking love this thing. I'm always reading something on that. I'm currently reading the first book of Malazan Book of the Fallen, which was really slow going, but now I'm like fascinated and super intrigued. Over here I have all of my cards. I have my driver's license, my credit card, of course my Sephora VIB Rouge card, and then some little washi tapes here for planning. Not that I use them very often, but I think they're cute. This is a planner that I made, so this is my own layout. I have every day, and I have a checklist. You probably can't really see that. It's probably too bright, but I like it a lot. This is just my catch-all, like, notebooks, like lists and to-dos. And then I have, this is my Spanish one, so you can see, as I've been listening to podcasts and things, I write down the new words that I'm not familiar with, and then I look them up later. And then I have a piano practice journal as well, so it's pretty simple, and I am in love with this. I think it's beautiful. It is like a textured leather on the back, and it keeps everything that I need in one place. So if I didn't want to carry my whole purse, ultimately I could really just grab this and be fine. I have 2 more chargers. I have my lightning cable with a charger, and I have the old 30-pin because my iPad is the 30-pin, so apparently this was necessary this week. I don't know. I have a receipt from when I got this ring-sized, so there's that. I don't really need that anymore. And then finally, my makeup bag, which gets emptied every week because I work at Sephora on Mondays and we're only allowed to have 5 things in here. So this is how much I have accumulated over the space of 1 week, which is ridiculous. I have Eucerin Intensive Repair Hand Lotion. This is great. It feels lightweight, but it's super moisturizing. This is like $3. You can buy it at the grocery store or the drugstore or wherever. I'm never worried about losing it or misplacing it or finishing it. You know, really expensive ones. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to finish it because then I have to buy it again. So I like this a lot. It's cheap and plentiful. The other things that I always have in here are this Cary Grant Lip Whip, which ultimately this is not a brand that I'm totally in love with, but we got it for free from work. It was one of the things that I got in gratis this summer, and I like it a lot. It is kind of pepperminty, but it's not too bad, and it's pretty moisturizing. I like it a lot, so I have been keeping that in there as my lip balm. I have Burt's Bees Cuticle Butter. This stuff is the best. I'm almost out of this one. I have finished way too many of these in my lifetime. This keeps my nails in shape like nothing else. I have this little mirror compact from Sephora, which is also a brush, but I did just buy a couple of the Disney compacts, so I'll probably be switching this out for one of those soon. And the 5th thing that I always have in here is blotting papers. These are from Boscia, but I'm not picky about which ones I carry, just I always want to have blotting papers for my lips or for my face or for whatever. So I also usually keep in here, and these I can get away with having because they're not actually beauty products, a few bobby pins, and I've just rubber banded them together. I have a hair tie, and I have a headband, just in case I ever need them. I always want to be able to get my hair as much out of my face as possible. And then over the course of the week, I just accumulate lip things. So a lot of these are actually ones that I just showed in my tutorial for this, which I have probably put up already. I think I'm going to put up the tutorial first, so if I have, I will link that somewhere in this general area. But I have been carrying this red that I'm wearing right now, which is NARS Cruella, and I have a red Revlon lip gloss as well. This is a Color Burst 018 in Fire. Just in case it gets a little dry, sometimes halfway through a long day of teaching, instead of reapplying, I'll just put a little tiny bit of gloss over it. I have the Smashbox Lip Lacquer in Coral, which I have really been liking over the Maybelline Touch of Spice lipstick. I guess I should actually show you that. I have the Givenchy Le Rouge in Mandarin Bolero, which has been my go-to pretty much for the last 6 months. And on days when I'm not wearing this red, I am instead wearing this red. Oh god, that was scary. From Marc Jacobs in 206 Dashing, and this one is also super perfect. And that magnet, it just feels so good. That was weird. So those are my lip products of choice at the moment. Apparently, those are the ones that I had collected so far this week. And that is the end of my purse. So these purses are pretty simple. I think most of the Dooney and Bourke bags are. They just have one zipper pocket on this side, and then they have, this is really hard to show you, 2 regular pockets on this side that you can snap shut. So I usually throw my phone in one of these, and then just everything else goes in the big pocket in the middle. And it does have, this is a must for me, a little keychain lanyard, which I don't use when I'm at home. I just drop them right by the front door. But anytime that I'm outside of the house, my keys are attached to this. so I just don't even have to search for them. So that has been my what's in my bag. This is empty, so it's easier to hold up right now. That's been what's in my bag as the school year has started. I honestly don't expect it to change that much as the school year continues, although I do plan on probably getting a new bag. I would like one that zips because when it's raining, I want to be able to zip it to keep everything safe. I prefer zippers in wet, cold weather, and I'm not so worried about them in the summer. So I will probably either switch to a red one that I already have, also Dooney and Bourke, or I will be buying a new one for Christmas maybe. If you have suggestions of other brands that I should be looking at that are this kind of shape, I really want it to be able to stand upright. This one does this a little too much for me. It kind of collapses in on itself. I really want one that will stand up straight, but I really like this size. It's kind of this size on my body. I really like it a lot. And it does have feet, so it stands up pretty well. It just folds a little too much for me. It kind of does this. So if you have recommendations of another brand that will do the same thing, please, 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 please leave them in the comments below. I am like doing all of the online window shopping for bags right now, and I would super love your help. And if there's anything that I'm not carrying in your bag that you're like, why don't you have this in your bag? Also tell me that. And if there's anything here that you were like, well, duh. I don't think there is though. I don't think I have anything like mind-blowingly cool in here. Except for maybe the York peppermint patties. For a few days I had Pop-Tarts. I just tend to carry food in my purse. Don't question me. Anyway, that has been my what's in my bag, as I've said about 4 times. And I will see you again soon, guys. Bye.